Welcome back everyone, thanks for tuning in for today's third and final video. We're going to be looking at the weather for the next week and seeing if we are going to have any change to what we've been seeing over the last couple of days and over the next couple of days, which is fine and dry conditions. Thanks everyone for 440 subscribers. We're on the way to 500 at the minute, so if you haven't already, like and subscribe helps a lot. We're not going to talk any longer, we are going to get straight into this. Okay, so this is the current situation over the UK and Europe. I think we are going to do a separate video for all around Europe soon, but at the minute we're just focusing on the United Kingdom. So then, currently got high pressure sitting over to the country and to the northwest, and we are bringing in a very pleasant and mild easterly wind. We've got low pressure out in the Atlantic, where it's not really affecting us at the moment. We did get the forecast right for this week with the warm weather as well. Okay, as we go in towards the weekend, we start to get a little bit of a low pressure system just to the south, a little bit of a trough, and that might bring some thunderstorms to the south and southern areas, as you can see there. And that starts to break down, and then we start to get low pressure coming in, maybe a bit thundery, and then we get low pressure coming in off the Atlantic, and we get it dropping in over the northeast of us. And it looks like we, for the west, we're trying to bring in a bit of a cooler, colder northerly wind. And as we go a bit further, the wind fully gets around north for a while, but then the Atlantic starts to get in. And then we do get the wind in from the north just there. A cooler spell there, as you can see. Oh, don't know what's happened there. There we go. As you can see. Obviously this would be colder if we were in the winter, but we're only in the autumn, so not going to do much. Then by the end, maybe hints of high pressure coming back in and maybe going milder from the west. Okay. Show you this one. Okay, this is the latest GEM run. This doesn't go as far out, but obviously we did go a bit too far out on the last one. So on the last one, if you just look by day 7, where it is 25th, we are quite unsettled. So, okay. So once again, after GEM, start off that high pressure over the country, then that low pressure just to the south, bringing more thunderstorms maybe. Then up to day 7, where we'll finish, we get low pressure to the north and bringing the wind down from the north. A bit cooler there. We'll just go to the end, might as well. Up to the end, we look like we're getting low pressure in from the Atlantic, and more unsettled again with that one. And the ECMWF to finish this chart data off. So getting high pressure easterly winds. As we go through, past the weekend, we start getting the wind in from the west, and it switches to the north, and that's actually by just after day 7, we're bringing quite a cold northerly wind there. It's quite a cold one. That one does as well. And we finish up like that with the wind in from the north, maybe breaking down a bit there, and signs of the high pressure just retreating back down to the Azores. Maybe the Azores high is going to start building in, or the Atlantic will break through for the autumn. Okay, let's look at this precipitation for the next week then. Currently, as you can see, no precipitation. Most of Europe is dry, except for Spain and Portugal. We've got Spain actually, a couple of thundery showers, and the middle parts of the region have got some thundery and heavy downpours. We'll focus on that in another video though. As we go into Friday, this is where this thundery weather comes off the continent, just here, as you can see. So if we go back a little bit, like that, you can see just some showers out here, and then as we go forward couple, you can see the push in to the country, as you can see just there, moving in. And then as we get into Friday midday, they are over the country and maybe bringing some heavy downpours there. And look at that, it does sort of get quite heavy there. And then we do get a cooler weather front moving in just here, and we will be turning cooler by around day 7, it looks like. And look at that, for exactly day 7, it's looking very, very wet there, with a huge weather front pushing in from the Atlantic, just like that. And we go to the end. This looks a bit more unsettled, really, doesn't it? A bit more typical autumn weather for the UK. Okay, these are the latest GFS ensembles for the next couple of weeks. And this red line here is the 30-year average, well, 29-year average, but near enough, from 1991 to 2020. We are currently sitting above average at the minute. We're going to be dropping down a little bit and then back up through here. We're going to be dropping around average and dropping quite below average for a time, and then just quite cool into the last week of September. So this warmer spell is going to come to an end at around the next week. So make sure you make use of the current nice weather. Right then. The newest addition to the channel, and my favourite, is this ECMWF ensembles. Okay, there we go. So these are the 3 ensembles for the 23rd. 22 of the 51 ensembles, high pressure sitting to the northwest, low pressure to the south, and winds in from the east. This one's the same, and this one's the same as well, so they're all favouring them easterly winds. This one does have low pressure, an Icelandic low just here though, that isn't on the other ones, it's over here, so that's a bit of a different situation there. That's not exactly the same, but let's go up to day 7. As you can see how much it's changed, so it goes from that to that to that to that. Huge change. So 22 ensembles are going for high pressure over Greenland, Iceland, winds in from the north, but we're trying to get it in from the west as well, so a bit of a battleground with that one, but we're probably in from the north. Some more got a high pressure over Greenland, but a bit further towards the Canadian side, not as much over Greenland, Iceland, winds in from the west. Last one with 8 has got high pressure over Greenland and Iceland, wind in from the west, though milder just with that one. Might as well go all the way as far we can go just for a bit of fun. This is for the 3rd of October. We've got 20 members of the ECMWF ensembles. High pressure ridging up towards, retrogressing up towards Greenland. Low pressure to the east, and we've got winds coming in from the north. This one's got high pressure over the country into the northwest. Winds in from the northwest, but we're under high pressure. Then this one has got it's a bit of a probably we're going to be trying easterly, but we'll probably bring the wind in from the west with that one. Okay, we are done for today's 3rd and final video. Make sure to watch all the videos earlier. I'm going to try and get the winter update out soon, but I'm just trying to find some other data to show. Not really sure what the topic of this next winter update will be yet, so just hang on the channel for that. Check out all the videos today, and check out the ones will be coming out tomorrow. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.